Hi guys, welcome back to Fruitopia in full-blown spring here in Australia. As you can see, the beautiful colors of spring are right we're in the midst of it. It's beautiful. I'm so happy to be on the other side of winter. There's no better feeling than coming out of winter. Flowers everywhere. And that's the fig tree there waking up. Just amazing. Love it. These are the tops of the coffee tree. Look at that. Almost 100% free of any cold damage. They're the coffee cherries. So where do I begin? Wow, it's very hard. Oh, it's just overwhelming, guys. Coming back after half a year in the subtropics and tropics, and finding everything looking so good. It's not all rosy, of course. Looks like I got a dead avocado seedling right there in a pot, which wasn't watered. It was a very dry winter. Nobody watered that little guy. Oh, it's okay. We have over a dozen seedlings from the avocado. I don't even know why I have them. I was gonna graft, and then I changed my mind, and then I changed my mind again. I'm always back and forth. I just had a macadamia nut stuck in my throat. So as you can see, it's just beautiful. There's the lemons. The American pawpaw here is waking up. Right? Let's see if it does anything for us this year. This is like the 4th year for the pawpaw. The North American pawpaw, not papaya. By the way, in Australia, we call papaya pawpaw, which is absolutely insane. Don't ask me why, guys. And here the cherry tree is waking up. Right? First flowers on the cherry. This is the Bing cherry, America's favorite. And this one here, I believe is the Stella. I don't remember. I've had this one for 15 years. I'm always hacking it. It's so vigorous. And the loquat seedling, which I planted like 7 years ago, fully loaded. Every year this guy's fully loaded. It doesn't take a year off. It's just amazing. My favorite loquat. And there's the original loquat tree from when I bought the property. That's like 25 to 30 years old. That's just mammoth. And it's resting here on the lime tree. So I was gonna prune it back, and now the macadamia has also grown and touching the loquat. It's just it's a jungle, I'm telling you guys. Lime, macadamia, and loquat all meeting here, right here. That's the meeting point for the 3 trees. Yeah, I've got a bowl. I'm gonna be foraging today from the ground. There you go. That's how you find the macadamia nuts. They just fall from the tree. All right. So hang on. I was going to say you need 2 hands, but I think I got it. There you go. There's the nut. here. There's two of them. One, two. Falling from the tree, guys, above me. It's like you need a kid here to go searching. This is like a kid's activity. Find the macadamia nuts on the ground. And it's flowering too for the new year. Oh, here they are, right next to me. Yeah. Okay, so it's all happening. Springtime magic. Check out all the weeds that have sprawled from that lemon tree over there. It's all come all the way back here. So I've got a lot of work ahead of me, guys. But it's okay. I'm gonna get the weed whacker out, or whippersnipper, and attack it when I'm ready to. So the chomple is looking good. A bit droopy, but with new growth. There's a volunteer fig. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. If I should leave it there. One of the persimmons is waking up here, right? The star fruit is snapped out of its funk, winter funk. The one over there is looking pretty perky, ready to start growing. And we have a couple of ice cream bananas going on here. The blue Java. There's a whopper right there. And another one coming behind it. See the one back there? So two of them. Two of them in the same clump. And the dwarf macadamia, which is taking off too. And here's the green sapodi, which is a champion. Got a lot of work to do, a lot of work. I started cleaning up as soon as we got back, but guys, I didn't even touch the surface after spending 3 hours out here. There's so much work. So on one hand, it's like a blessing, and on the other hand, it's a curse, right? I wish I had 10 kids so I could set them out here to work for daddy. I'm sure they would love it, depending on each person's personality. Had the first pepinos yesterday too, which grew over winter. And there's another persimmon waking up there. Right, so everything's waking up. The fuerte avocado over there, that guy. The ice cream bean tray, which is loaded with beans. And Ducasse banana there, right next to it. Another new mulberry there, which I planted last year. Another bunch of bananas there, which will be ready in a couple of weeks to bring down. My 22-year-old Moore Park apricot waking up. The pink guava, which we've been feasting on for the last 2 weeks, on and off, because we were away for a week. Our final winter trip, early spring trip, which was awesome, by the way. Yeah, these are really sweet now. That sourness is, well, it's still there, but it's more sweet than sour. So let's pick a couple of these since we're here. One viewer told me to remove all the flowers in well, when the flowers come, which is usually in summer, to induce it to flower in spring the following year. What do you guys think about that? In order to get sweet guavas in autumn rather than in winter. Thought it was an interesting idea. All right. By the way, the ice cream bean seedlings I have here are up for sale now. I'm going to make a separate video for that to get the attention of people interested. They're right here, these ones. Got a little bit of cold damage, not much, but there's a lot of spring growth coming. Right? Each one varies. There's another mulberry. That's the black Pakistani, which is sending out fruitlets. It's very interesting. You got these long ones on that, and over here you got the regular mulberry. So I think I grafted mulberry on a rootstock. That's what's going on with this one. So we'll see what we get. And then we have the Afurer Mercot, which is absolutely loaded as always. This is the one and only mandarin that you need, by the way, if you've only got room for one tree, for one mandarin, that is, because this fruit's all year. Well, almost all year. Let's say 10 months of the year. Right? These aren't perfectly ripe, but see, there's a little green tinge. But they taste good, guys. They taste good, even when they're 80% ripe. They're still good. They're better than what you get at the supermarket. Even when they're 70, 80, 90% ripe. Of course, you know, everyone's taste is different. Yeah, absolutely loaded. It's like that almost the whole year. And there's some more slightly advanced ice cream beans that had better winter protection up against the side of the house here and the fence. Another mulberry here, which is looking the healthiest ever since I planted it, I think 2 or 3 years ago. Look at it. Look how lush it is. This is the dwarf black mulberry. It ain't a dwarf though. It's 3 meters. And I've had to prune it, so maybe it'll get to 4 meters if left unchecked. There's the tropicals I got out of the greenhouse at the beginning of September. They're doing okay. There's the Mame Sapodi. There's the green Sapodi. Look at that guy. The Pitanga Tuba. The Malabar. Malabar's looking good. They're getting some protection from the white Sapodi and this Fuyu. It's also just woke up. Got a spider crawling on my elbow. Yeah. Oh, we have a a white Sapodi that's ready to pick and eat. There you go. See him there? Where is he? Just hanging there next to the orange tree. And speaking of oranges, wow, check out the oldest orange tree I have. And here, the Shang-Chi Li Jujube's waking up. I don't know what the problem is with this guy here, but the last 2 years he hasn't grown at all. This is like his third year in the ground, his third spring, and he hasn't grown. I don't know what's wrong with him. And I got another one over there, another little baby size Jujube. They're not growing, these two guys, and they're taking up a lot of valuable space here, where I'd rather have a pomegranate or another jabuticaba. I've got a lot of guys waiting here in pots to go in the ground, but there's nowhere to plant them, right? There's nowhere to plant them. And this guy, he has making me wait 3 years before he shows any activity as far as growing. So I don't know why he's playing games with me. I mean, everything's fine, right? He woke up, he shoots out a few leaves in spring, and then in summer he just sits there, doesn't do anything. Whereas the Li didn't play that game with me. That's the Li there, also just waking up. See the Li? Yeah, the Li's almost 3 meters in height. He's growing nicely. So I don't know what's going on with this Shang-Chi Li and and his mate over there, the Sherwood, that little fella who's also woken up. See that? See how he's woken up? But he stays like that the whole spring and summer. What the heck? Let's check out this Subel. Let's see if we can knock him off without knocking everything out of the bowl. There you go. Thank you. Our first white sapote, guys, for spring. I see a few Wirtz avocados that I can pick. They're all black behind the bags. We already picked some a couple of weeks ago, if you remember. There they are up there. And there's more now to pick. We haven't even eaten those yet. We picked them a couple of weeks ago, and they're just about ready. 90% ready to eat. But there's more. There's more. There's always more avocados. Yep. Hi guys. There's so much going on here. It's crazy. I love it. That's the bay leaf, the laurel. That's flowering too. It's been flowering for about a month. Very attractive and nice fragrance coming from the bay leaf. I have to severely butcher this every summer as it grows to 5 meters in height. Yeah, this one is 20 years old in the ground, and I've got a few babacos, but they don't fruit. I don't know why. Cuttings that I got from the mother tree, that one there, but they never seem to fruit. I've got about 5 of them intermixed around the backyard. Okay, and here in the front we have a lot more going on. Of course, the back is the jungle. This is a bit more refined, if you like. I mowed the grass yesterday, as you can see. Much more refined, not as weedy or wild. Yeah, it's a back-breaking work, but it's got to be done, guys. It's got to be done. So I've got these ugly stone fruit in pots, which I pulled out of the ground last year to make way for new plum trees. And they're not looking happy at all, are they? The one's a nectarine and 2 peaches. They're barely alive. There's no room for them, and they're full of leaf curl. Just sad. Very, very sad. This one has set so many nectarines. But again, no spray, no proper soil, no watering. They're barely living. They're just not a priority for me. Plus I don't have the room to put them in the ground. Okay, so it's very warm. We've had 23 Celsius every day since we got back from Queensland. It's been wonderful, absolutely wonderful. Queensland weather at the beginning of spring. This is the Suriname cherry, which is almost ready to shoot out buds. Right, the buds are almost ready to open. There they are. Flower buds. And it's covered all over. So hopefully it surprises us with some fruit this year for the first time in almost 10 years. Almost 10 years, guys. Yeah, come on, dude. I pruned the feijoas back in winter. I should have pruned them harder, but that's all right. So the car can get through. Very hard for the car to get through here without scratching the mirror. And it's coming back with new growth and flowers and fruit soon. Now, many of you want to know about the mango, not the feijoa. Well, great news. The mango is starting to flower, or close to ready, right? That's as close as you can get. So I'm very impressed. This has been an extremely mild winter. I've never seen the mangoes wake up so soon. The unprotected outdoor mangoes, not in the greenhouse. Alisa's got some that are waking up and flowering, but hers are inside plastic cover. So naturally they're gonna wake up sooner. But this is not protected at all. Look at that. No protection. Overhead protection. It's got a garage next to it. But the garage isn't gonna stop the frost, guys. The frost doesn't come from the side. It comes from the top. So yeah, the Glen mango is ready to do business. Look at that. Huh? In early spring. Who would have thought? I could never have imagined it. What you see here is what normally happens in November. This is a November practice, not September. Not September. We don't get this in September, right? So we're almost seeing subtropical conditions for this mango tree. So yeah, I'm very, very excited. Excited, not exciting. Oh my goodness. I'm not exciting, I'm excited. You know who that's for. All right, guys, let's move on. Oh my gosh. Oh, we're also gonna get our first guava here from the Starling's White. Looks ready to me. I don't think the very first one's gonna be sweet though. I have a hunch it's gonna be a little bland. Yeah. I'll do that in a separate video. I have to do something about the passion fruit vine. It's starting to hang out. Literally reach out forward and hang. and it's already clung onto the lemon guava here, as you can see. Look, so this needs to be pruned, desperately pruned. We're spending so much time at the beach every day. I'm not getting enough time to do what needs to be done. Look, see how it's coming out? And it's getting ready now to cling onto the grumichama. And when we got back last week, there were like 20 passion fruit on the ground, and there's still probably 20 more ready to fall inside there, and a lot of green ones, of course, that are coming for spring. Oh, and there's still white guavas on the white guava tree, but these are like expired. This one looks all right. Yeah, we'll pick a couple of these too. The lucky last ones. They're falling on the ground. So let's go around. Did a good job, huh? Mowing the lawn. It's a lot of work, guys. Took me 2 hours. Okay, let's put this down. No ride-on mower here. This is a push mower. Let's see. Straight from the airport to the lawnmower the next day. This one here looks good. Yeah. White guava, Indian white guava. That's a perfect one. And there's another good one right here. That one there. Yeah, I'll have you. In September. Wow, these usually come in July, August, in the heart of winter. I haven't seen them before in spring. This is the first time. Thank you very much. There's a few more. There's a lot more actually. There's some more there. And there's a cluster of them there. One seems spoilt. One seems perfect, and two are tiny. This is what they look like when you don't pick them. How can we pick them? We've only got 2 mouths. See what happens when you don't pick them? Oops, I picked it. And it's gone to guava heaven. One side is fine, but look at the other side. Right? That's what happens when you don't have 10 mouths to feed. That's sweet. Juicy and sweet. Watch those seeds though. Very soft too. And spoiled on the other side. The Asians eat the guavas hard, rock hard, like apple. They don't eat them soft. So, yeah, some of these are still hard, but they're fully ripe, and they prefer them green and half ripe. Then they mix them up with salt and chili. Okay, there's my new plums that replace those peaches you saw in the pots. And the reason why I switched from peach nectarine to plum is because of leaf curl, guys. Plums don't get leaf curl. Plums are happy, maintenance free, problem free. That's why I've been switching over to plums. And the plum is a pollinator for this plum, which hasn't been doing much at all. Big tree, 10 years old, and it only gives me 5 plums a year instead of 5,000, right? So now the pollinator has been purchased, and the other pollinator. So I've got 2 plums, They will pollinate this 10-year-old plum and this 10-year-old plum. Yeah, they're looking pretty, they're looking huge, they're taking a lot of space, setting hundreds of flowers. Flowers are not the issue, pollinator. So now we took care of that. We pulled out the problem leaf curl and put in plums instead. Okay, next, let's put this down. The new avocados I planted 2 years ago, the bacon and the shepherd. Wow, looking amazing, huh? Beautiful. This one needs a bit of support. We had some terrible wind here in Melbourne a week ago when we were gone, and thankfully there was no damage. I was surprised. From what I heard on the TV, there was trees falling on the streets, there was calamity, but no damage here in my side of Melbourne. So that needs to be staked better. It's leaning over with this crappy stake holding the whole tree. That's the bacon. The figs have woken up. The cherry moya is ready to do business. Yep, ready to rock and roll. This is the white, with Dr. White variety. Yep. And the shepherd, wow, the shepherd is 7 feet now, over 7 feet. I've got a dragon fruit trellis there that I need to work on. Dwarf Dukas banana. The bananas were unaffected over winter. Even this Tongan plantain. Look at it. Exposed to the winter of Melbourne winter. No damage, guys, except wind damage, which I'm sure happens in Tonga too. So I'm very thrilled to see that. And then we have all these new plants I put in a couple of years ago. The blood orange, persimmon, dwarf Maya lemon, lemonade, Mexican cream guava, which had a fruit on it. There it is, still there. We're gonna get one fruit from the Mexican cream. And the dwarf imperial mandarin over there. Remember I told you I don't do anything about this on the citrus? Remember that? The leaf miner, how I don't care because the tree's going to take care of it itself. Well, there you go. Look, this is what happens in spring. All the new growth comes and takes care of business for me. So instead of me sitting there mucking around with sprays, look. Look. It's even gonna shoot out flowers. So I don't care about that. I don't have the time to sit there and pamper every leaf. When the tree, in its natural design, will take care of itself. Right? And here's the other guy that's giving problems. This guy here, recognize him? Yeah, so it's leaf curl, leaf miner, snails, the lot. Cold, hot, wind, everything. Okay, this is the carob. But I'm really surprised for such a big size. He's also grown to 7 feet. He's only got one cluster of fruit coming right here. That one there. Last year, when he was half the size, he had 3 clusters. So that's really surprising. It looks like he's put his effort into growth rather than fruit. Oh, there's another cluster. I didn't see that. So 2 clusters. Okay, 2 clusters of fruit. Maybe there's more coming. Yeah, maybe there's more. Still early days. I would have expected it to be full, like 50 clusters of carob. Yeah. Oh, and the red Shatut mulberry is very, very busy. How far have we gone into this? 35 minutes. Wow. Absolutely loaded. These will come in October. Some people have noticed they're already turning red. Like Elisa's are already red. Mine is a couple of weeks behind. And then of course we have the white sapotes in the front here, which there's nothing much to report other than they've grown huge, really big, right? The Wampy starting to take off. The 2 new pomegranates I have in pots are looking stellar. I wish they were in the ground, but I don't have anywhere to plant them. They're not going to go in the driveway, guys. We need car access. Black sapote seedling looks like it's starting to wake up, sending out little buds for fruit coming soon. Hicks Fancy loaded. It's always loaded, but we don't get them because the birds always beat us. This is a birds only, for the birds only mulberry. They come out here at 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning, and desiccate the whole tree. Decimate, yeah. So another white sapote, the apricot, dwarf apricot, which is also fully loaded with the little fruitlets. The white Shatut mulberry, which I butchered last year with a chainsaw, is slowly coming back with 2 liters. I might end up having one of the 2, see how it goes, because it's too vigorous, guys, way too vigorous. Plus I put in 2 new custard apples on either side, this one and that one, so I didn't want the mulberry to get in the way. Another big white sapote, the Bowen seedling mango. What a huge sook this is. The mildest winter in 10 years, wrapped with a frost cloth, and he still got cold damage. Wow, what a bloody sook of a mango. So much for seedlings being more cold tolerant. But good news is he's waking up, right? He better bloody be, otherwise he's out. The mildest winter in 10 years, wrapped in a frost cloth, surrounded by all these tropical trees, right? And he's still got burnt leaves. Far out, man. Come on, dude. You fail, big failure. The, what do you call it? The custard apple, Atemoya, which is always doing good. We only got like 5 or 6 fruits this year. There's 2 of them there. There's one here. These usually come at the end of spring. In Melbourne, these come in November and December, not now, not in early spring. I noticed that in Sydney, they come at the end of winter. Not here. Here they come at the end of spring. We're 3 months behind Sydney and 6 months behind Cairns for Atemoya. Different climate, guys. Different climate. Barbados cherry. I haven't lifted that to look, to see how it's going. I did lift it at the beginning of August. It had all its leaves. There's the Kensington Pride seedling, which unlike the the Bowen, the Sook. Look at this guy. First year in the ground, right? And that Bowen has been in the ground 3 years. 3 years. 1 year. Look. No cold damage, no leaf burn. And waking up. Look. Right? No protection at all. Waking up without damage. That's how seedlings should operate, like this. This is an example, a good example of a mango seedling. Not the Bowen. The Bowen fails. Okay, this is the other Barbados cherry, which dropped its last leaf yesterday when we got back, a couple of days ago. But the good news is it's alive, guys, even without a single leaf on it. It's very much alive. Look. Right? So success. Thumbs up on the Barbados cherry, or acerola in Melbourne. Okay, guys. I think that's it for our early spring return from the tropics, winter tropics update. Wow, so much going on. So much going on. Oh wow, I just noticed a new banana blossom. Guys, it's fantastic. Spring. Look, there it is there. Do you see it opening or coming? Hang on, let's get closer. Where are we? That one up there. Hang on. Oh yeah. Nice. Nice. Him. Whoa. Next week, it's going to be drooping and hanging down halfway through the school holidays here in spring. The Victorian spring holidays. Nice. All right, guys. We're done, I think. This is the plum cod, the earliest stone fruit to be harvested at the end of November. Again, plums are the best. No disease, no sickness, nothing. Fully self-pollinating, this one. Doesn't need any help. It's the way to go. We harvested our bunch from that last month. And I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. We'll be back with another one soon. I've got to make a video on those ice cream beans, if anyone's interested. It's delivery only, no pickup. And the cost will vary. It'll vary. I've got to prune this Namroy pomelo. Remove the lower branches. I don't like branches down here at the bottom. Some people swear by that. But I don't like the fruit touching the ground when they come. So I'm going to be pruning this at the lower end. And I better hurry up because the flowers have come. Please put a like if you enjoyed the video. We'll see you soon, guys. Also subscribe to the channel if you haven't. We need more subscribers. The channel is moving well, but we needed to move faster. I'm only getting like 200 subscribers a month when it should be 2,000 a month. So share with all your friends in the cooler climate around the world. And let's check out the jackfruit. I forgot the jackfruit. Oh, so much to show. Everything is done spontaneously. I don't have a script. Every video I make is unscripted. Okay, let's have a look at the jackfruit. Still holding okay. A few leaves have been eaten by some bug. I'm so tempted to remove the frost cloth, right? With this warm unprecedented warm weather. But unfortunately, Melbourne is also known for its unpredictable schizo weather change. So one day 23, the next day it can hit 13 as a maximum, and even drop down to 3 or even 2 Celsius at night. Yep, and that applies to October as well. All right, guys, over and out.